Hey, what is up, guys? So it's been some while since I've just had like a sit down heart to heart conversation with you guys. I think I always push myself to kind of connect with my audience, to connect with you guys and be as authentic as I can, but I think recently I kind of been like struggling to do that. So this clip is kind of intended for me just to really just speak my mind on where my head has been the past few weeks, and honestly ever since I got married, and kind of just connect with you guys. So right now I'm obviously not in Texas. Sarah isn't with me. I'm in Chicago with my sister Humna, visiting her for some time, and this is my first time that I've spent time with Humna since I moved out of my family home. It's just been a really long time since I felt the way that I'm feeling right now, which is where I kind of feel like I have no responsibilities and I feel like I'm just a kid again. Humna and I were talking today, and we were just discussing how it feels like no one tells you how fast adulthood comes until it hits you. And I think it's a really weird feeling for me, because I went from just being like a normal kid who makes videos online to moving out to my parents' house and trying to figure out my placement in the world. I don't really know how to make friends or how to go out, and maybe a lot of you guys can relate to this, because I know a lot of people watching probably move out for college or move out for a new job that you guys have somewhere in a different city or a different country, and there's like this feeling of like belonging that's missing, and you feel like you don't really know where you belong. From there to getting married, and there's just been like a lot of changes in my life, and I think in the process of it all, it's really easy to get lost in always chasing the next thing. Like, what's next? What's the next responsibility? How do I level up? How do I level up? How do I keep going and getting better and better and better? Because when you're outside in like the real world, and you're not surrounded with the people that you grew up with, the feeling of being a kid and the feeling of being carefree goes right out the window. And no one really prepares you for that. And when you make that transition from like being a kid to being an adult really, really quick, you kind of forget to take care of yourself. Especially after I got married, my main focus was just the people around me and making sure that they were taken care of, making sure that all of their worries and their concerns were taken care of. And I kind of like outworked myself in that sense. I'm always thinking 24/7 about my family and about Sarah and about the future that her and I want to build and stuff, and sometimes it can get a lot. I think I always had this perception of adult life being where you wake up every morning and you know exactly what you're going to be doing, and you wake up every morning and there's these new opportunities and possibilities of just getting better, but no one really prepares you for the hardships of life. And I think at the end of the day, that's just like this dunya, right? With Ramadan coming up, I've just been reflecting a lot more on how it is to be an adult in this dunya, because when you're young, the world kind of lies to you and tells you it's all sunshine and rainbows. And you get older and you get married, and I'm not saying it's like a bad thing at all. I'm kind of just like trying to connect with you guys and have a heart to heart, but alhamdulillah, getting married and being an adult is an amazing thing. It's an amazing that I wish all of you guys will experience, inshallah. But all these hardships in life kind of just remind you that we're not here forever, that this isn't a destination, this is just a journey. And to truly be a traveler in that journey, you have to go through the ups and downs, because you're striving for a better thing. I feel like me having these platforms that I have like this weird obligation to always have it figured out and to always be perfect and to always have all the answers. But I think for the first time ever, I'm telling you guys, like, I'm still figuring it out. I'm still figuring it out. I'm just like you guys out there that are figuring it out, and it's scary. So I was talking to my sister Humna, and she feels the same way, and I was talking to Sarah, she feels the same way. And it's like there's this common theme in all adults where we don't really know what we're doing, or we don't really know what's going on. So if you feel lost and you kind of feel out of control in your life, that is completely normal. I'm here to give you that validation that if you don't really know what direction to go in, and you don't know if something's going to work out for you or not, it's completely normal, it's completely fine. Like, you're still young, and things are going to work out for the better if you trust Allah and His plan, and you tie your camel and you do your best. If anyone, I need to hear that advice more often. I need to remember that a lot more, because I can tend to be like an overthinker, and I can tend to always be in my head. So that's kind of what's been going on in my brain. And also, like, starting up Sacred, I'm just really worried about the brand and really excited at the same time, and I really want to build something that I'm truly proud of. So I'm telling myself to slow down with all the projects and to not rush any of the processes of making the clothing and stuff. So we actually had a manufacturing call this morning with one of my manufacturers that are going to be working with me, inshallah, for the long term. Actually, I'm not going to spoil it. Going back to it, it's like I think at the end of the day, current chapter that I'm in is to really focus on my own self-development. I really want to come out with more videos like this where I just like sit down and kind of connect with you guys in hopes that I can inspire and encourage you guys to take on that lesson, you know? So I really want to focus on making beneficial content as well as just making clothing. As weird as that sounds, like that's something that I'm truly passionate about. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I feel weird talking to a camera for the first time. I feel like I'm actually connecting with you guys, and it feels good to kind of do this and just connect with you guys like you guys are human beings, you know, because you are. Yeah. And another thing is I grew up with sisters and my father, of course, as well, but I didn't have any brothers growing up. So I was surrounded by artistic energy and by feminine energy, I guess you can say. I don't want to say feminine energy because it can come off weird, like I'm not gay or anything, but it can come off like in a certain way. And for the longest time, I had this like itch in my back, this like chip in my shoulder that I felt like I needed to be more masculine, I need to be more manly, or whatever that meant to me at the time. And kind of I completely neglected that side of me that made me feel authentic, you know? And I wanted to be more serious, and I wanted to be more like hardcore and like red pill. And in retrospect, it actually kind of hurt me because that's not who I am, and I kind of abandoned who I was, you know? So now I'm looking back at it, it truly is my strength to be compassionate and to be empathetic towards the people around me, you know, which is you guys online, which is myself, which is my family, which is Sarah. So I'm a lot happier when I'm in tune with my emotions and when I'm more aware of how my emotions are affecting other people, and I know to shut that out, you know? So life is a journey. Life truly is a journey, subhanAllah. And I think we have to try our best to make the most of it, because every single second counts and every single day counts. The more we try to be someone that we are not, the more misled we're going to be. So be authentic, be unapologetic, and with whatever you do, pursue excellence, because that is the only way you can get to where you want to go. And I'm rooting for you all, and I hope you all are having a great day, an amazing time, and you're looking forward to life. But yeah, chase your freaking dreams, guys. Chase your freaking dreams. I moved out of my parents' house when I was only making $550 a month, and that was enough for me to pay rent. I remember moving out of my parents' house 3 years ago, so scared. I was scared like a chicken, not knowing how I'm going to make it, not knowing what was next, what was going to happen tomorrow, but I did it. So go out there, chase your dreams, do what feels natural and authentic to you, and I promise you, you won't regret it. I'm sure it loves you too if it makes you feel any better.
I just need sugar-free.
Morning, guys. It's a beautiful day. The sun is about to shine in my face. We just prayed Fajr Salah. And right now, we are headed to Sugar Lakes Park to have the first ever CH run with a couple of the Akis from Houston. So a couple of the boys from Houston are going to be pulling up, inshallah. Put it on my story. I don't know how many people are pulled up. I think we got 10 people confirmed. Honestly, if it's just me and my friend, that's enough for me to want to run this morning. But inshallah, we're going to see how it turns out. I'm excited to meet the guys. Alright, you guys, so you guys know that one of the biggest tools that I use as a solopreneur to make sure all my businesses and my time is being run optimally is by a platform called AkiFlow. Now, AkiFlow makes it super easy to consolidate all of your organization tools in one place. The way that I use their integrations is I have connected my Gmail, my Google Calendar, and my Notion to my AkiFlow, so that way I can see all of the things that come into my inbox and the things that I need to get done throughout the day. Now, you can organize your tasks by using labels and tags if that's what's going to make your life easier. To optimize your days, you can also use a method called time blocking, where you can drag and drop your tasks into your calendar, choose a specific time for it. Now, to truly take things a step further, you can access their command bar anywhere on your laptop. That way you can import things or make a task or an event, and you can create things in your calendar with a few clicks of a button. And so right now, the top ranking time blocking tool is AkiFlow, and it's used by top entrepreneurs and CEOs across the world. If you guys don't understand the platform, then AkiFlow is actually one of the only companies that give an onboarding call for the users. So they're gonna hop on a call with you and set you up properly, making sure that you understand how to use the software perfectly. For that being said, the link is gonna be down below for you guys to sign up using AkiFlow. I know that there's one of you guys out there that want to be joining the run that's been watching me since I've been making content in New Orleans. So it's going to be a great opportunity to meet him. I think his name is Rayan. So Rayan, if you're watching this, bro, it was a pleasure meeting you, man. I hope you can make it in the vlog today if I remember to film. But we're going to be running a mile only, inshallah. It's going to be great and fantastic. Alright guys, we just wrapped up on the first run club of CH. Got the boys that pulled up over here. We have Dave, Dawood, Rayan, and Rayan, alhamdulillah. So, what you guys think?
was fun. It was fun. I thought more people would show up, but like I'm kind of happy that not as many because we got to talk like more, you know, in depth.
Join the brotherhood, man.